Hey guys, it's Stephanie with GLITTAFUL. Today I'm going to show you how to do an ombre on a 30-ounce tumbler. Mine has already been sanded, prepped, and so sanded and spray painted with flat white paint that I use, and it's Krylon, sorry. All right, I'm also going to use these two colors from GLITTAFUL. This one is Seafoam, and it's this beautiful holographic green. Okay. I'm also going to be using Tin Man, and it's also a holographic silver. I don't think you guys can catch that. Okay. You're going to need 3 plates. Okay, you're gonna need epoxy. Since I use the baggies, I do a makeshift shaker using the cups that we use for mixing epoxy, and I just put little holes at the bottom of them. Makeshift shakers saves me money. Again, reduce, reuse, recycle. All right, so let's get started. We are going to mix a very minimal amount of epoxy. So again, please make sure that you guys are using gloves. I use mine, and I also always have a rag nearby because I just clean it off as soon as I'm done putting the epoxy with my finger. I reuse these gloves over and over again. I mean, at least 5 times. So, all right, so we are going to do 2.5 mLs of part A and part B. So you have your tumbler. Mine is an Ozark 30-ounce tumbler. I'm just gonna grab it with my finger. It's just easier that way. I'm gonna pick that up real quick. And again, you're doing this just to add it as an adhesive. You're not trying for it to move. It is just glue, basically, for your glitter. Glue. Okay. Now I tell you, the Mod Podge method is amazing. You still can do it. I will have a video posted of how to do that pretty soon. But epoxy gives you some leeway. It allows you more time to get your glitters onto your cup, get that right nice blend. Like I said, with Mod Podge, it will dry a lot faster, so you have to move quick. And if you're uncertain on some steps, or you're looking at it, it can get really tough. So I would suggest you try this, and try both methods, see what works for you. But like I said, I've done Mod Podge, I've done the epoxy, and I prefer the epoxy over the Mod Podge. It gives me more time. All right, guys. So if you guys are still watching this video, please go ahead and take a moment and give this video a like. Likes are free, so you don't have to give up any money for that. Just go ahead and give this video a like. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel for more tutorials and just sneak peeks on all glitters that will be added to our shop. All right. So I've gone through my entire cup. Nothing is running. I just added that as a layer, and we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that to the side for a second while I take off my gloves and set myself up for glitter. And then I'll be right back. All right, guys, and we're back. Okay, so again, I'm using the 2 colors from GLITTAFUL. It is Seafoam and it is Tin Man, okay? These are both holographic. Whenever you're doing an ombre, you want to make sure that you have, that you figure out, like, what do you want for it to be the dominant color. So for example, for me, I know that this is my darker color and my silver is not. So I'm gonna start with Seafoam so that when the silver lays over it, it's gonna be the more prominent color at the bottom, and it's gonna blend very nicely in the middle. So remember, you want to start with your darker color first, okay? So I'm gonna start with Seafoam, and I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my, like I said, my makeshift shaker. And notice that I've already placed my cup, I'm sorry. I am having trouble with my words today. On my plate, and this is going to catch my Seafoam. So again, I have three cups, and I have my plate, okay? So, and 3 plates, because your third cup, whether it's going to work as your shaker or if it's gonna work as your, as just your holder for the mixed color, you just wanna have one specifically for the mixture. Okay, so how you start is you want to make sure that you're going to start at the top of your cup, or bottom or top, whatever is your dominant color, but you want to start at the rim, and you want to work in a circular motion, making one whole line around that rim. Okay. How nice is that? Okay, so until you've met your line around, okay? So now you're gonna make that second line underneath that, and you're gonna go the same way around the cup. Around the cup. And I've already gone around. Perfect, now you're gonna have that whole line. I'm just gonna go back around. See, with epoxy, you have to make sure that you have the coverage all around where you work, because if not, it's not like Mod Podge where you can go ahead and do that second layer. You get the coverage now, okay? All right, perfect. So now you wanna put your cup at an angle, and you're gonna do the same thing, work your way around, but you're gonna start getting this line because you're moving your cup downward. And I think I may be running out of some glitter. Guys, I absolutely love this color, but I just love the coverage that our glitters have. Like, look how much I've used. If you guys saw me pour, I use like so little. It's amazing. Okay. And you can angle it down as, to get yourself as comfortable as you can, or as where you want it, I should say. I'm gonna tip that so it doesn't go. All right. And I have my drying rack nearby so that I can, free both hands if I need to. And you keep working at that until you're happy. Again, you want to be happy with the angle. And I'm going to add some more. You see right here, it's a little light. So I'm going to go ahead and keep adding to that. Add a little bit more to that. I'm gonna make sure I get some. You want to make sure that you're not dipping your cup to the bottom. You guys can see I did that a little bit. And so that's an easy fix, but just, you know, watch out for that because you tend to, you know, like lay down your cup. And so you're going to get some of the color that's not supposed to be at the bottom there. And to avoid that, just try not to bring your cup so much. Don't dip it down so low. So as you can see, you're bringing that color down at an angle. You're not necessarily pouring. You're pouring still at the tippy top. So you can see the top. And you're going around and around and you're angling it. Okay, perfect. So I'm happy with that. And my glitter has gone down, so that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and don't use your hands. Please don't follow my lead on this one. I'm not allergic to epoxy, but if you haven't experimented with it, you might be, and you just don't want to take that chance. And I'm cleaning that off. Okay, great. So I'm gonna set my shaker and my plate to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab my second plate. And I'm gonna put this down so that I can get myself together for a second. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get Tin Man ready. And again, the same thing I'm doing, I am pouring Tin Man onto my, you know, in my shaker. If you guys have a bag, if you don't have, you know, you obviously have a shaker, then that's cool too. I have them in my bag, so I do the makeshift shaper. And I like it because I can just clean off these cups and reuse them, so I don't have to spend money on my shakers. I know they're, you know, cool, but if I can save room and money, I'm all about it. All right, so let me bring this closer. So the same thing we did with the green, with Seafoam, we're gonna add the silver Tin Man the same way. We're gonna apply it. So around, making a line around the rim. And again, you want to make sure that you're getting the coverage that you want. Guys, I can't tell you. Oh my God, my lighting is so bad. I'm sorry, you guys can't see how awesome this color is. And the coverage is insane. Ugh. Guys, if you're still watching, remember, likes are free. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to our channel. Check out our glitters at GLITTAFUL.com. That's GLITTAFUL. All right, guys, so I'm happy with my first line, so I'm gonna go ahead and start my second. Look at that, so cool. So cool. All right, so now that I got the coverage that I'm looking for, because I'm gonna get my top right here. If you don't do this, that's fine. I like my cups covered, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And get that rim right there. And I'll tell you what, guys, if you're doing the Mod Podge method, I've done it, I've loved it, I've done several cups doing it, but once I did it with epoxy, game changer, done. Like, I didn't have to go back to that because you don't have time. Like, you're literally sweating doing the Mod Podge method because you're like, it's like a race against time. All right, so I've got my bottom. I still have some areas that I need to cover, but I'll get back to that. I'm okay. I want to make sure that I get to you guys here. So now, same thing, we're gonna do we're gonna work at an angle. We're gonna go at the top and we're gonna work our way down, like we're gonna angle this so that the glitter falls down so that it starts meeting the green. Okay, we're gonna start meeting the green. What's up, Sugar Bean? I got one of my big helpers in the room. He loves to watch mommy do a cup. All right, look how nicely that's blending, okay? And again, you have to, work at it, so. All right, so now that I feel like I've had enough coverage, like there are some areas here that's a little bare, but that's where your ombre mix is gonna go. And we're gonna keep doing it until we're happy with the coverage that we have. So I'm setting this down, okay? And I'm gonna put this back up and we're gonna set up for our mix. So I'm gonna bring these two back together. I have Seafoam and I have Tin Man, remember guys. So what we're gonna do is we're going to grab the remainder of what we have in our shakers. If you have the plate, what you're going to do is you're going to grab half of what has fallen onto your plate. So again, if you're not using my method of the makeshift shakers, then you're going to grab what's in the middle of your cup, what's in the half of what's on your plate, and you're going to pour it onto a cup. And yeah, I'm going to do this. Actually, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to hold my shaker with a bottom one that doesn't have any holes, so nothing goes in. So I can shake it up really nicely. All right, and that will be good. So I'm going to put this, again, back to the side. I'm going to shake this up so I get a nice blend. See, I'm getting a really nice blend here. Okay, so, okay. And I'm gonna move both my silver and my gray back. I am gonna leave that cup to the side if it lets me. Okay, great. So now you wanna move at an angle. Let me move you because I feel like there's an accident waiting to happen. Okay, so this is where I start to spread that mixture, okay? And you can go up and down, you can go to the side, whatever it is. It's a mix, so you want to make sure that it's a little bit wonky so that you don't have it going in uniform, because if not, then you're going to get that ugly line, or I shouldn't say ugly because some people do like it like that, and we shouldn't say ugly, but ununiformed, I should say, ununiformed line that splits the two colors. You want it to be a mix. So by doing it like that, you start to get a blend. Okay, and you keep working at that. I'm gonna add a little bit more. So this is the part where you're gonna have to keep adding your mixture from your plate to your cup, or to your plate to your shaker, wherever it is that you're using, to keep adding to that, downwards and upwards. So again, so that you don't have a uniform line. That's the whole point. It's like, that's what an ombre is, a mix. You want it to look like it's bleeding into each other. It's transformed into each color, not two colors put together and then spun. See, guys? Now, if you want your silver to move upwards, then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go back with your silver and you're gonna go up and around. Your epoxy is still pretty wet, so that's how you get the two colors, that to go up a little bit. All right, so I do want a little bit more of that silver to go up, even though I really like how it looks right now. I just want to add a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab another cup, because again, these so I just added my silver into my cup, and I'm gonna move that to the side for a second, and I will go back in case, you know, for those that are not happy with it being a little bit less at the bottom, you just, again, you go back around and you move again at an angle until you're happy with that blend. See? All right, and I have some areas that like I've done some nicks and dings, and that's okay, because you just, honestly, you just go back. The epoxy is still wet, because you know it takes a couple hours to cure and dry. So what I'll do is I'll just go back and I will, like, I can even do it with my finger. I can go with my finger, and don't put it over your silver, because if not, you're gonna not be able to reuse that, and I'm all about saving as much glitter as you can, sorry. And you just fix that with your finger, and done deal. I am so happy in the way this came out. Look at that. So that's how you do an epoxy ombre. If you guys want to keep working at it, you can, but this is pretty much it. There's some areas that you'll just have to go back and touch up, like for me there, right there, and that's fine. Again, you just apply a little bit of that epoxy. You can dab it with your finger. I'm really happy in the way this cup came out, but this is how you do it. Now what happens is you're gonna wait for it to dry. You are going, I always spray seal it, because I don't want my epoxy, my two colors, to shift once I fully epoxy. So I will seal this with, I use Krylon clear, actually I have it right in front of me, crystal clear acrylic coating. And that's what I use to seal my ombres. But again, this is how you do my version of the ombre. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them below. Again, if you haven't done so already, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Stephanie with GLITTAFUL. Have a great day. Bye, guys.